Hey everybody, it's another monthly update. Let's go through the offerings. Due to the Beowulf, this month is a little bit lighter on things, but they're all still amazing. Plus, we have an interview with Ben after this. What's new this month? We're happy to announce the release of Benjamin. This is only the initial release. More parts will be added, like some kind of Happy Meal toy. He also has a container inside of him to put your favorite things, like a piece of candy or a sacrificial nozzle. Where we're also releasing some things from our catalog, such as the Basilisk Starfighter, the Scary Tree Monster, and finally, the Battle Mover that won the vote. Why don't we see some more stuff, such as what's coming up this month and a following interview with Ben. Hello, everyone. Here I have with me Ben from Second Dynasty. I'm very excited to get to interview you.
I bet you are, John.
It took me the entire trip. This is the last full day here, and I finally get a chance.
Yeah. I've been busy with the Beowulf.
Tell me about the Beowulf.
The Beowulf is the biggest project we've ever done. It's been a challenge to unite the original deck plans, because the Beowulf isn't one of our original designs. It's actually licensed from the Traveller role-playing game universe. So it actually has a history spanning back over 40 years. But this would be, I would say, the truest, most accurate representation we could possibly make of the Beowulf, trying to keep with the Traveller 5 deck plans as much as possible. We did have to change them because there are some compromises between 2D and 3D, but in general, I think it's probably our most thorough design to date, and I'm very happy with how it's come out so far.
That's awesome. What's one small detail that was an absolute pain to reproduce, but you love how it ended up?
All of it. No, all of it was a pain to produce. It hasn't been easy. We've spent at least 7 months, if not maybe 8 months, because Alvin did do some design exploration way back, I think in like October of last year or something like that. And then I picked up on the work in February after we finished delivery of the Traveller Starship miniatures, and the adaptation has been hardest. But I think the thing I most like that I've changed about the design is, originally the medical bay is supposed to have, I think it's like 20 low berths in there. Basically, it would not fit into the space. So to make things feel more comfortable, I basically extended the ship by about 4.5 meters. And there's a new corridor added and another nook where all of these low berths, like crow's leg chambers for freezing passengers, have been laid out throughout the ship, and I kind of like the new layout. I think it makes more sense.
It's been a long project.
Too long.
And one exciting aspect is it'll be included as a 3DO bundle during the month of October. In fact, I believe the Beowulf campaign will be launching late October.
Yeah, we're launching October 24th, so it's a Monday. Look out for it. We plan to wrap up on technically the 19th of November, but it will be the 18th of November for most people, because we're finishing 12:01 on the 19th of November.
Sure. It's going to be exciting, and it's hard to remember things. So there, in the link in the description below, is a form that you can sign up to get an email when it launches, right?
I think it's just a link that goes to the Kickstarter page, and you choose there to get reminded when it launches.
Okay, good. Let's now talk about what's next for Second Dynasty.
Wow, John, you asked me this question now when we're on the precipice of our biggest Kickstarter yet. I think the future holds a little bit more focus on tribes, actually. These big projects with ships, we're finding like the work is rewarding and it's exciting, but it really doesn't work well as a business model. So I think also for my own sanity, I'd like to do a lot of smaller projects over the coming months. So I'll probably do a bit of return to vehicles and starfighters, and maybe an original ship, but something more in the scale of like Shuttle Alpha rather than a larger vessel, something that I can knock out in 2 or 3 months as opposed to 7 or 8 months.
Well, we're looking forward to that. And I also, there's some discussion on a new tier for the tribe.
That's correct. We have discussed what we could do with the tribe because we want to make it as rewarding as possible, and I feel like we're doing that now for the lower tier. But we have a massive back catalog at the moment, and it can be hard for people to collect everything that we've made. Some of the things I'm not as proud of as others, but the more modern stuff. Sure, it's on the store, but it can actually be a little bit difficult for people to find the stuff from our earliest Kickstarters. So the back catalog, yeah, there you go, aptly named. So it would be a $10 tier, and this would include a number of models each month from our back catalog if you want to slowly collect our older material. And this will over time also include starships. So basically, the longer you're on that tier, the more starships you'll collect over a longer period of time. So
that's right. In fact, starting in January 2023, the back catalog tier will start with the release of the Kickstarter edition of the Shuttle Alpha, including all of its ever created stretch goals and the Mark 3B fidelity pads.
I mean, that's pretty exciting.
Yes. And that'll be released for everyone who's been in the back catalog tier for 3 months. There's another special bonus we're doing. In the month of October, anyone can switch over to the back catalog tier if you're already subscribed to the tribe. You'll be getting some information and links on how to redeem that. All right, so I want to now talk about outside Second Dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a fan of sci-fi?
Maybe. I've seen a lot of it.
What would you say is your favorite series, book, TV show, movie?
Yeah, I mean, it has to be Alien. I mean, my biggest influence is Ron Cobb's interior designs for the Nostromo. I think they're absolutely amazing. And I mean, they were featured heavily in the 2014 game Alien Isolation. That sort of style, that sort of like retro futuristic. Alien in itself is a film that just works today. You would think it was made yesterday, aside from maybe the haircuts. I mean, that can certainly be said of like Star Wars as well. My influences are certainly a combination of 80s science fiction films for the most part. Not as much like late 70s, 80s sort of films, especially all the stuff where it has the amazing miniatures, basically. But as far as like series go, I mean, there's a ton of series that I love to enjoy with science fiction, but my most nostalgic favorites actually in the science fiction anime genre from the 70s and 80s.
In your office, you have quite a number of pictures from different animes from that time period.
Well, yeah. In particular, a certain studio, Studio Nue, which Studio Nue, which created Macross, which is my favorite series. I love my giant alien space battleships and transformable airplanes.
Why do we not have any?
I do have a bunch of books of all designs I've made, but yeah. We'll see how well it goes with the Beowulf. So guys, buy your Beowulfs.
Okay.
That's the part where you have to zoom in on my face.
Okay. Would you say your favorite ship from Second Dynasty is? Do you have a favorite?
It's hard to
They're all in the other room, so they won't be able to hear you.
I'm really proud of the work we've done on the traveler ships. The Beowulf's even better than the Type S, but to be perfectly honest, I think the scout ship Beta, or the Beta Centauri, that's more like my style. That's the amalgamation of the influences from anime science fiction. I feel like that it could fit into one of those universes like Yamato or um, Macross or something like that. Gunbuster. Um, yeah.
It's one of my favorites is the Beta Centauri as well. Is there any other thoughts you want to share, Ben?
Absolutely. Because the tribes, to be honest, we have had a Patreon that we've used for licensing. And when we tried out the tribe, I did not at all think we would have the response that we did. So it's really been gratifying to see that there's so much support out there and has also contributed to, helping. We do these huge big projects that take 7 or 8 months. They shouldn't take that long, but they do. And the tribes really helps continue to support us during those times where we don't have a lot otherwise coming in, and we also get to make small miniature projects for you guys and collaborations. I had a lot of fun doing the Stinger, which was a very quick build. And actually, we have an article up about that. So check it out on my Media Factory.
Link in the description below. I'm really glad I got a chance to interview you, Ben. It's been an absolute pleasure.
It's been a pleasure to host you here, John, and have you visit us in Sweden. You didn't murder us.
What? Very American. All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. We're done.
Oh.
What?
It was fun.
I should have thought to film all of this there, but here are some additional details about that free offer. You had to have been an active Tribe subscriber on October 3rd, 2022. We have already sent out an offer to switch to the $10 tier. On the 1st of November, you'll be charged for the new $10 tier. For those of you on the $3 older tier, once you take the upgrade, you can only go back to either the $5 tier or stay on the $10 one. We're very excited about the back catalog, and there'll be a list of items in the description below along with links. We're also adding to the roadmap all the files the back catalog will be getting. I look forward to seeing you next month, and have a great October.